Hello, I like to make today chocolate cream biscuits. They look like Oreo biscuits and the sweeten has a creamy chalk kind of heat in it. So basically what we need for this recipe is we need preheat oven to 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 Fahrenheit, and line two baking trays with non-stick baking paper. So once we're done that, set aside baking trays and place 250 gram of butter. It's softened. It's well, my butter just was at actually room temperature. It's really nice and soft. And we have 1 cup of caster sugar, which is about 215 gram of caster sugar, like that. And what we do is next we also place 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. So next step is we beat our butter mixture with electric mixer for about 3 minutes until it's really pale and really creamy. Once mixture become pale and creamy, what we do is we add 1 egg and beat it all together until it's nicely combined. In a separate bowl, mix together 70 gram or 2/3 cup of dark cocoa powder. I'm using just a normal cocoa from a supermarket. Then 190 gram or 1 1/4 cup of a plain flour, and 115 gram or 3/4 cup of self-raising flour. All ingredients will be in the description box as always, so do not worry if you miss out on something. So basically we mix it together. So we combine egg first, then what we do is we sift our mixture of flours and the cocoa over our butter mixture. Then we can mix it all to combine. Once you beat an egg and then sift over our flour mixture, what basically it's turn up to be, we get this beautiful color and excellent aroma, sort of cookie dough. So once you combine, if you like it, you can combine it with the electric mixer basically into a bowl, or you can use a larger spatula as well. I use partially, so I started from electric mixer and I just combine basically into a bowl, and then I can bring up everything with a spatula. But it really doesn't matter. So what we done is, after we turn our mixture onto a working surface, which is we sprinkle with flour, and what we do is now we divide this mixture. We don't need too much flour because we just want only make sure it does not stick to our hands. We need to divide this mixture into 2, and what we do, we make it 2 balls, just like this, and we place this mixture, each ball placed in a plastic wrap, food wrap or clean wrap, depending which country you live in. So place in a plastic wrap and place then in the fridge for 10 minutes. After about 10 minutes in the fridge, what we do is take 2 pieces of non-stick baking paper, take 1 basically bowl from the fridge, and just 1 portion, place on 1 baking paper, cover with another one, and nice and slow, evenly roll with your rolling pin into total thickness about 5 millimeters. It's about 1/4 of an inch. So you get about something like that. So what we do is next, once we're done nice and evenly first piece of dough, we just slide them into tray. My feet actually are not actually a bit too small, and something a little bit larger. And what we do is we just slide onto a tray and place in the refrigerator for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until it's nice and firm and ready to cut. After about 15 minutes in the refrigerator, our cookie dough is now nice and firm. And what we do is we're using a round cookie cutter, 48 millimeters. You can find 45 if you like to do so. I'm using 48, and it's 1 7/8 of an inch. As I said before, everything will be in the description box, including inches as well. So what we do, once it's firm up, we just make it, we cut out rounds of the dough, and use just a spatula to carefully transfer on a tray. So an important factor also is, when you transfer on a tray, make sure you place about 2 centimeters in between each other, which is about 3/4 of an inch between each other, to make sure you give room to a little bit spread. So once you finish with all, re-roll left over of your cookie dough, place in a refrigerator for about 10-15 minutes, and repeat whole process of cutting and baking little rounds again. So once you fill up all your trays with little rounds, what we do is we place in our preheated oven and bake for about 12 to 15 minutes, or until it's just firm. Then we cool on the trays for about 5 minutes to just let it set just a tiny bit, and then transfer to a wire rack to completely cool down. Now our bickies is baked. As you can see, they have very good, nice shape. That's why it's always very good when you freeze it, not freeze it, when you put in the refrigerator and cookie dough is hot. It's very easy to cut and it stays in the shape. As you can see, it has beautiful even shape. So we leave it now for 5 minutes on a tray, then remove on a cooling rack to completely cool down. But meanwhile, we do filling. For the filling, we need 125 grams of butter, very soft, 345 grams or 2 1/4 cups of icing sugar or powdered sugar. It just depends which country you live. 1 tablespoon of milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So we place in a bowl, and what we do is we use our electric mixer, and we beat butter, sugar, milk and vanilla until it's very light and very white. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes. Once we finish with that, we place our spoon all our filling into a piping bag, fit it with round plain nozzle about 1.5 centimeter in the diameter. So let's prepare our filling. Once our bickie is completely cooled down, as you can see, they have very good neat appearance, which is very good to decorate them or do anything or sandwich them. Also, they have very nice, beautiful taste, which is I tasted already. So once we place our filling into piping bag, what we do is we take to our bickies, just have a look, make sure they nicely sandwiched together, and we pipe a generous amount of filling on one of bickies, sandwich together with another, and here we get beautiful biscuit, which has beautiful contrast to it, as well as excellent taste too. I saw this kind of bickies. This kind of bickies, if you not fill them up, just unfilled biscuits, can be frozen in airtight container for up to 1 month. So you can make a lot of them, or if you make whole bunch and just use it half of only, which is great for another time. You just use them, take them out from the freezer and just fill them up later. Thank you very much for your time with me today. I hope you do like simple chocolate and cream biscuits, which is irresistible completely. Everything will be in the description box. Until next time, goodbye.